guys, welcome to week 34. Okay, so week 34, it's been a really good week in the sense of just feeling quite energetic. I will say at the end of the day though, again, similar to last week, super tired, but I found myself waking up each day thinking, oh my gosh, I've only got X amount of days left of work, and after I finish work, I'm starting to now make a list of things that I need to do. So a couple of things that I need to buy still. So we still need to find things like a car seat. We now need to arrange for certain things to happen at home whilst I'm in hospital. And the other thing that happened this week as well was that Mike and I had attended our first birthing class. So strange to actually be talking about that stuff and having a bit of a plan ahead. I will say I'm not someone who's overly organised. I'm also not someone who likes to plan. I'm more of that chick who's pretty spontaneous and we just make things happen, and things always seem to work out. So for us to kind of be thinking ahead this far ahead, 6 weeks is really quite major, but I'm sure it'll all come in very, very useful when the time comes. There was actually a lady at work who was due in about 6 weeks, or I think she was due in about 6 weeks, and her baby came 3 weeks early. So it's pretty scary to think that I could also be someone who comes 3 weeks early, the baby comes 3 weeks early. So I'm a little bit nervous about that, which is why I'm starting to kind of get my bum into gear with this stuff. But anyway, going back to the birthing classes, that was quite an interesting experience. I went in with a lot of preconceptions of what the class would entail. I thought they'd show us a birthing video. I thought they would give us some tips and tricks. Look, it certainly was, in that sense, quite educational. So we talked a little bit about what to expect, where to park, the logistics. We had a tour of the hospital, the birthing suite versus the postnatal suite, and also got to meet the other parents and get a feel for some of their thoughts so far in terms of the pregnancy. I have to say a lot of things were quite similar to my thinking, but there were some women there who were extremely nervous and anxious. I had one person in my class who had introduced herself, and she just said, look guys, I am just a ball of nerves. I'm anxious every single day, and I'm here today just to find out more things. So bless. I know I'm also a first-time mum, but I think everyone has very different views on and different experiences depending on the type of pregnancy they've had. But one other lady was very inquisitive and asked a lot of questions, some of which I thought, oh my gosh, I would never ask that, but entertaining nonetheless. I think I had one lady say to the midwife, is it possible to have all of the lights dimmed or turned off during childbirth? And needless to say, I think there were a few people in the room just looking at her going, I'm pretty sure the priority is to make sure we can see the baby, to catch the baby as it comes out. But just questions like that, and looking at the bed being so flat. There was another question of whether or not the bed moved and whether there was going to be a level of functionality to it. And again, I mean, I would certainly expect that if I went to any hospital. But look, all in all, great experience. I'm happy we went. We've actually got 2 more to go. They're really long classes. They're about 3 hours long, and by the end of it, I'm starving and tired. But look, I think, you only do it once. I don't think we'll be doing it for other kids if we end up having a bigger family. So it's just nice to know if you guys are thinking about attending, definitely worth it. This week's become a little bit more full on in terms of my anxiety with work, wrapping up and finishing up. We actually found my maternity leave replacement this week, which is always such a major deal. Kind of going, oh gosh, I really hope this person coming in is going to be fantastic, and I trust my colleagues and my peers making the decision alongside with me, but it's always just so close to my heart, and knowing that there's someone at the helm who is going to be a great fit for the team and for my guys. So I'm sure it'll be fine, but there is that level of anxiousness there, and hopefully once I have done my handover and met her properly, things will be all good there. But I am seriously in wrap-up mode now, so I've only got 12 more working days to go. So I'm napping a lot this week, so I am definitely not a napper, but I found myself napping for 10 or 20 minutes, either straight after work and definitely on the weekends. The other thing as well is that I am absolutely craving mangoes and sparkling water. Just get me some sparkling water and I'm a happy gal. Okay, so one thing that happened this week, which was quite interesting, was we attended a huge wedding. It was a family wedding, big Italian ordeal. It was awesome to be a part of it, and I've certainly never been in a wedding with 300 people before, so that was quite extravagant. But one thing to mention is being 8 months pregnant at a huge wedding was that, of course, I was completely bone dry sober, and that I have never experienced before. Mike and the boys were very happy that I was the designated driver of the night, no doubt, and watching everyone slowly become quite happy and lots of red wine flowing, I was extremely jealous. And most weddings last for about 5 hours, I would say, 3-course meal, bit of dancing, lots of talking. Look, by the end of the night, I was just thinking, gosh, time is ticking along so slowly. And it wasn't that I wasn't having a whole heap of fun, but you know, there was one point in the night where I think, you know, a few people had gone off to have a couple of chats and things like that. And to them, I think it felt like they were possibly only really away for 10 minutes, but they were actually away for an hour. And you know, that's just sometimes what time does with alcohol and all of that. But yeah, look, I think next time I'm at a wedding, I really hope I've got a glass or two of champagne in my hand, because it does make it a whole lot more fun. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for me this week. Thunder's doing really well. I've got another checkup this Friday. He is kicking and punching me like nothing else, and his movements are just huge. So look, I don't know what that means in terms of whether he's going to be early or whether he's just a super active baby, but he's certainly got his routine now, and I'm trying to accommodate for his big movements. In saying that though, thank you so much again for watching. I update you guys weekly on how I'm going, and hopefully you'll also follow me on my journey into becoming a first-time mum. I've got a couple more vlogs coming up this week as well, which is just a few fun little extra projects on the side. But if you want to see anything, or if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me in the comments below. I hope you subscribe, and I will catch you at my next weekly update. Take care, guys. Bye.